When your children disrespect or ignore you, stay calm and do this. Stoic philosophy, Stoicism. There's nothing more frustrating than feeling like your children are blatantly ignoring or disrespecting you. You've poured your heart and soul into raising them, guiding them through life's lessons, and now it seems like your words just vanish into thin air. Sound familiar? You're not alone in this struggle. Many parents face this emotional challenge. What's our usual reaction? Anger. We raise our voices, give a long lecture, or show frustration. But does that actually fix anything? Often it just makes things worse, driving a bigger wedge between you and your child. But here's the good news. You don't have to react this way. There's a better approach, rooted in Stoic philosophy. In today's video, we're breaking down a powerful Stoic-inspired strategy that can help you stay calm and collected, no matter how your child behaves. No shouting, no guilt, and no letting your emotions control the situation. Instead, you'll learn practical steps you can start using right away to foster understanding, rebuild respect, and restore peace in your home. So, if you're ready to turn these stressful moments into opportunities for growth, grab a seat, take a deep breath, and let's dive in. And don't forget to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more powerful tips on how to navigate life with Stoic wisdom. Let's get started. Practical Stoic steps for handling disrespectful behavior from children. Number 1. Control your emotions. When your children act out or disrespect you, it's easy to feel frustrated or angry. This is a completely natural reaction. After all, as a parent, you're responsible for guiding them and ensuring they understand boundaries. But have you ever paused to consider how your emotional responses might shape the situation? Stoic philosophy teaches us a powerful lesson. Control your emotions before they control you. In these moments of tension, taking a brief pause before reacting can make all the difference. Instead of letting frustration take over, stop and breathe. By doing this, you give yourself the chance to think more clearly, to act from a place of reason, rather than being swept away by fleeting emotions. This doesn't mean you need to suppress how you feel. It's about acknowledging your emotions without allowing them to dictate your actions. Picture this. Your child refuses to listen or ignores a request. Rather than raising your voice or reacting impulsively, step back. Take a moment to breathe, then approach them with calmness. Explain the situation clearly, not as a confrontation, but as a teaching moment. By doing so, not only are you modeling emotional self-regulation, but you're also showing your child that their behavior is an opportunity for growth, rather than something to be punished. One simple yet powerful way to embody this is to practice pausing. In the heat of the moment before you speak or act, take a deep breath and assess the situation. Ask yourself, how can I respond to teach rather than to react? This shift in perspective can transform frustration into clarity and anger into patience. For instance, think about the last time your child was being particularly challenging. If you immediately snapped or let anger guide your actions, what was the result? Likely, the situation escalated, right? Now imagine if instead you took a step back, controlled your emotions, and approached the situation calmly. Wouldn't that have felt more empowering, not only for you but also for your child? This pause creates space for you to respond in alignment with your values, rather than letting the situation dictate your actions. You're not just disciplining a child, you're teaching them how to handle their own emotions too. This is the essence of the Stoic secrets, learning how to stay grounded and composed in moments that would normally throw us off balance. By doing this consistently, we create a more peaceful, more resilient relationship. A great example of this is the story of a father who, every time his son would misbehave, would remind himself of the Stoic practice of taking a deep breath before responding. In one instance, when his son threw a tantrum in public, instead of reacting in embarrassment or anger, he calmly bent down to his son's level and asked, "What do you need right now?" His son, though initially upset, responded by calming down. The lesson here wasn't just about controlling his own emotions. It was about teaching his son, through example, how to manage his own. How can you apply this principle in your own life? What would it feel like to lead by example in moments of frustration, to use every challenge as a chance to grow both for yourself and your child? The real power here is not in controlling the child's behavior, but in controlling your own. When we choose calm over reaction, we set the tone for the entire interaction, teaching our children that emotions, while powerful, don't need to control us. They can be managed and understood. So, next time you're faced with a situation where your child is testing your patience, remember the Stoic secrets: take a breath, pause, and respond thoughtfully. You'll find that both you and your child are stronger for it, and you'll deepen your bond by modeling the self-regulation that is at the heart of Stoicism. Through patience and calmness, you demonstrate the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, teaching both yourself and your children that emotions are powerful, but not the ultimate authority. Number 2, show understanding without giving in. When your children disrespect or ignore you, it's easy to react impulsively with anger or frustration. However, modern Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control the actions of others, only how we respond to them. Children's misbehavior often arises from unmet emotional needs such as fear, stress, or anxiety. Recognizing this helps shift the approach from reacting with punishment to responding with empathy. As Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Understanding that children's actions may be driven by emotional struggles allows us to guide them through these feelings with compassion, rather than viewing their behavior as an attack on our authority. Instead of scolding or reprimanding, a Stoic approach suggests showing understanding while maintaining firm boundaries. This can be difficult in emotionally charged moments, but it is key to fostering emotional intelligence and preserving a respectful relationship. Engage in calm, open dialogue with your child, asking them to express what they're feeling and what might be troubling them. This method helps uncover the root cause of their behavior and provides them with a healthy outlet for emotional expression. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In this case, the revenge is not to retaliate, but to respond with wisdom and empathy, teaching your child how to reflect on their emotions and express them respectfully. Listening and validating your child's feelings can open up better communication and strengthen your emotional bond. By showing that their emotions are important, you teach them that it's okay to feel upset or anxious, but it's essential to express those feelings in appropriate ways. The Stoics believed, we can't control our emotions, but we can control how we express them. This teaches children emotional intelligence, recognizing their feelings without letting them control their actions. Your calm, understanding response becomes an example for them, showing them that emotions, no matter how intense, can be managed constructively. This approach also helps preserve the integrity of the parent-child relationship. Instead of seeing your child's outburst as a challenge to your authority, view it as a sign of internal conflict that needs to be addressed. By empathizing with their emotional state, you build trust and emotional security. In this way, modern Stoicism offers a framework for maintaining peace in the household and teaching children how to handle emotional challenges with grace. It's not about being a passive parent, but one who recognizes the deeper emotional needs behind their child's behavior, offering guidance that promotes long-term emotional resilience. Of course, the Stoic approach does not mean abandoning the necessary boundaries and structure that children need. It calls for a balance between empathy and discipline. As Seneca wisely put it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. When children act out, it's an opportunity to address both their emotional needs and the structure they require. The key is to remain calm yet firm, guiding them through their emotions and teaching them appropriate ways to express themselves. This helps children develop self-regulation and self-awareness, which are essential for navigating life's challenges. Modern Stoicism provides a thoughtful approach to parenting, reminding us that the goal isn't to control our children's behavior, but to help them develop self-control. This is an ongoing process that requires patience and self-awareness. By maintaining emotional composure, you teach your child the value of self-mastery. Children's emotional outbursts may be a cry for attention or a reaction to external pressures they don't fully understand. But your calm and constructive response can help them navigate their emotions more effectively. By listening without judgment, providing a safe space for emotional expression, and maintaining clear boundaries, you build a foundation of trust and mutual respect that will strengthen your relationship for years to come. Number 3. Set clear boundaries calmly. When children disrespect or ignore us, it's easy to react with anger or frustration. However, by applying the wisdom of modern Stoicism, we can respond with calm and clarity, fostering respect and peace in the home. A key principle of Stoic philosophy is setting clear, calm boundaries. Boundaries are not for punishment, but to safeguard the values that define the family and create a secure environment. Stoics emphasize self-control, a principle that applies to parenting as well. As Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." We can't control our children's actions, but we can control how we respond. By establishing consistent boundaries, we help children understand what is acceptable without resorting to anger. Stoicism encourages us to calmly explain rules and their consequences. If a child breaks a rule, instead of reacting emotionally, we should explain the reasoning behind the rule and the natural consequences of not following it. For example, if a child returns home late, instead of yelling, calmly explain that curfews exist to allow for rest and strengthen family bonds. This approach aligns with modern Stoicism by focusing on the why behind a rule, not just asserting control. When children understand the reasons for rules, they see them as shared values rather than arbitrary demands. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." By modeling calm, reasoned behavior, we teach children by example. Consistency is vital in maintaining boundaries. Children flourish when expectations are clear and reliable. Consistent enforcement of rules helps them understand responsibility and builds their sense of security. Over time, this teaches that actions have consequences, and respecting rules is essential to harmony. As Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Likewise, children must face the consequences of their actions to develop into responsible, respectful individuals. Language is another powerful tool in setting boundaries. Instead of giving orders, use positive language that explains the purpose of the rule. For example, instead of saying, "Be home by 10 because mom said so," you might say, "We need to be home by 10 because we value family time and rest." This connects the rule to positive family values and promotes understanding rather than resistance. In modern Stoicism, this approach promotes shared responsibility, not just parental authority. It's equally important to ensure that consequences for breaking rules are fair and proportional. Punitive measures can lead to resentment, while fair consequences allow children to understand the natural result of their actions. For instance, if a child repeatedly breaks curfew, consider a consequence that directly connects to the behavior, such as reducing privileges. This approach reflects the Stoic idea of justice, where consequences are fair and respect for others is maintained. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, taught that virtue, and by extension justice, involves treating others fairly. By ensuring consequences are just, we maintain respect for both the parent and child. The role of a parent is not to control, but to teach. By calmly setting boundaries and explaining their importance, you equip your children with the tools to navigate life responsibly and with respect for others. Modern Stoicism teaches that we cannot control others' actions, but we can control how we respond. In doing so, we maintain our own peace and integrity. Teaching children to respect rules is about helping them understand the deeper values that foster a harmonious life. This aligns with the essence of Stoicism: self-control, clarity, and mutual respect. By practicing these principles, we model calm and rational conflict resolution, benefiting both us and our children. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By calmly applying consistent boundaries, we nurture relationships built on respect and understanding, even in the face of challenges. Number 4. Lead by example. When your children disrespect or ignore you, it can be deeply frustrating. As parents, we all want to be heard and understood, especially by those we care about most. Yet, in these moments, Stoic philosophy offers powerful guidance. The Stoics remind us that while we can't control others' actions, we have full control over how we respond. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, we can choose calm and composure. One of the most profound Stoic secrets is that children learn far more from our actions than from our words. It's not just about giving them instructions, it's about showing them the behavior we wish to see. If we want our children to act with patience, respect, and self-control, we must first demonstrate those qualities ourselves. Imagine a situation where you're disagreeing with your child. Instead of raising your voice, try pausing, taking a deep breath, and listening to their side. In doing so, you show them that emotions are natural, but they can be managed. This teaches them how to stay calm, rather than just telling them to do so. This is where Stoic principles come to life in everyday moments. Stoicism encourages us to pause, respond with empathy, and communicate clearly. This way, you foster a deeper connection and understanding, guiding your child through life's challenges. Equally important is showing humility. If you make a mistake, admit it. Apologize and demonstrate how to correct the situation. This teaches your child the value of accountability and self-improvement, two vital aspects of Stoic philosophy. In a world where admitting mistakes is often seen as a weakness, Stoicism reminds us that true strength lies in acknowledging where we fall short and striving to be better. Think about a parent who, after a disagreement, chooses to apologize, not because they were entirely wrong, but because they value peace and understanding. This is a powerful example of Stoic wisdom in action. It shows that leading by example is far more impactful than simply telling your child how to behave. Another key Stoic principle is consistency. Your child will trust the values you instill only if they see you practicing them consistently. It's not enough to show patience in one moment and lose your temper in the next. Children need to see a steady commitment to those virtues, whether it's following through on promises, showing gratitude, or being mindful in daily actions. When you're consistent, you set a strong example, teaching your child that the principles you live by are not just words. They are the foundation for how to approach life's challenges. Stoicism doesn't require perfection, but it does require intentional effort, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. Each day offers a new opportunity to be a better version of ourselves. This effort doesn't only benefit you and your child, it creates a ripple effect. When you lead by example, you help shape a world that is more patient, respectful, and emotionally mature. So the next time your child disrespects or ignores you, pause, breathe, and respond with understanding. Show them through your actions how to handle difficult emotions and conflicts. This is far more effective than any lecture. Stoic wisdom teaches us that life isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about living with grace, dignity, and responsibility. By embodying these Stoic principles, we not only improve ourselves, but also help guide the next generation to be wise, composed, and resilient in the face of life's challenges. So, lead by example, and watch how your child grows in an environment rooted in respect, love, and emotional maturity. You've just learned how to set clear and calm boundaries, a crucial step in applying Stoic principles to family life. Share with us by leaving a comment with the slogan, "Clear Boundaries, Peaceful Family," to let us know you're putting these principles into practice to build a peaceful and growing family relationship. Keep watching. Your transformation journey is unfolding powerfully. Number 5. Create connection moments outside of conflict. As parents, one of the most challenging situations we face is when our children disrespect or ignore us. It's natural to feel upset, frustrated, or even angry in these moments. However, Stoic philosophy teaches that our emotional responses to external events, including our children's behavior, are within our control. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose to stay calm and respond thoughtfully. This requires emotional intelligence and an understanding that building a connection with our children outside of conflict is key. In today's world, where distractions are constant, intentionally creating bonding moments is more important than ever. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Here, the injustice is the disrespect, and the revenge is responding with calm and understanding, showing our children the power of emotional control. Creating connection moments with your child outside of tense situations is essential for nurturing a healthy relationship. Activities like cooking together, watching a movie, or taking a walk build trust and emotional safety, making it easier to handle conflicts when they arise. These positive, low-pressure interactions allow you to better understand your child's needs and emotions. They prevent small issues from escalating into bigger problems, creating a foundation of mutual respect. As Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Listening during calm moments allows us to gain insight into our child's thoughts, helping us respond better in times of conflict. Spending one-on-one time with your child fosters mindfulness and presence. This undistracted time enables you to understand what challenges they face and how they process emotions. Being attuned to their feelings allows you to address the root causes of their behavior, making it easier to guide them through tough moments. These bonding experiences also provide opportunities to express love and appreciation, helping children feel valued. It's these everyday moments of unconditional affection, not just praise for good behavior, that build a trusting, supportive environment in which they are more open to guidance. Humor can also play an important role in these connection moments. While humor might seem out of place during conflict, when used appropriately, it can help diffuse tension and create a positive atmosphere. As Seneca said, "The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires." In parenting, this wealth refers to the emotional richness derived from simple, joyful moments like sharing a laugh. Humor can shift the emotional tone, helping both parent and child step back and gain perspective. By using humor as a bonding tool, you create positive associations that encourage openness and cooperation. Moreover, these moments of connection provide a chance to gently reinforce family values and expectations. In relaxed, non-conflict times, you can share your beliefs about respect, responsibility, and kindness without the pressure of correcting behavior. This indirect approach is often more effective than lecturing in a tense moment. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, you model the values you wish to instill in your child, laying the groundwork for future conflicts to be resolved more easily. This helps build a long-term positive family dynamic based on respect and empathy. When we reflect on modern Stoicism, we see that these principles are incredibly relevant today. In an age where children are often distracted by technology, peer pressure, and personal struggles, being a calm, steady presence is invaluable. Modern Stoicism emphasizes emotional control, self-awareness, and reflection, qualities that can transform our approach to parenting. It's not about being perfect, but being intentional. By consistently creating moments of genuine connection, you foster a relationship that helps your child listen to and respect you, even in moments of conflict. Creating moments of connection outside of conflict strengthens the emotional bond between parent and child. These moments foster a supportive, loving environment where both feel heard and understood, making it easier to resolve conflicts with respect and empathy. In a world full of distractions, these intentional moments of connection serve as a reminder of the power of patience, love, and understanding. As Epictetus said, "To be calm is the highest achievement of the self." By practicing calmness and creating these moments of connection, you build resilience in facing the challenges of the parent-child relationship. Number 6. Give your child space to reflect. In Stoic philosophy, true growth is often the result of quiet reflection, not immediate correction. When your child disrespects or ignores you, your instinct might be to respond quickly, either reprimanding or demanding an apology. Yet Stoicism teaches us to take a step back, not only for our sake but also for our child's. After a conflict, it's essential to give them the time to process their emotions and reflect on their actions. This pause is not neglect, but a chance for the child to understand the consequences of their behavior in a calm environment. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By allowing space for reflection, you're giving your child the chance to think clearly and learn from the situation, guiding their thoughts in a constructive direction. This modern Stoic approach may seem counterintuitive in a world that demands quick responses, but it is in stillness that both you and your child will find clarity, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Think of it as planting seeds for growth. By giving your child space to reflect, you are not abandoning them but offering them the room to process their thoughts and feelings. This pause isn't about avoiding responsibility, it's about teaching accountability. When children reflect on their actions, they are more likely to realize what went wrong, why they behaved as they did, and how they can change in the future. Rather than insisting on an immediate apology, encourage a moment of quiet, perhaps journaling or simply sitting in solitude, to think about the situation. As Epictetus famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By allowing space for self-reflection, you empower your child to listen to themselves, fostering self-awareness and personal accountability. Adopting this Stoic practice may feel like an exercise in patience, but it has lasting benefits. Children, like adults, need time to understand their emotions before they can make lasting changes. By giving them time to reflect, you're showing respect for their emotional processes and the importance of pausing before reacting. In today's world where instant gratification is common, this practice teaches children that reflection leads to wisdom, and wisdom takes time. As a parent, it's equally important to model this behavior. By showing patience and not rushing to resolve the issue, you demonstrate the Stoic virtues of self-control and deliberate action. Just as Marcus Aurelius would retreat to his thoughts during times of stress, you too can show your child that taking time for reflection is not a weakness but a strength. This teaches them to regulate their emotions and understand the benefits of calm, reasoned responses to challenges. When the time for reflection is over and you're ready to re-engage, ensure the conversation is framed as a learning opportunity, rather than an opportunity to blame. The goal isn't just to resolve the conflict or extract an apology, but to explore the reasons behind their actions and work together to uncover the underlying feelings or thoughts. This approach teaches your child that mistakes are opportunities for learning, not things to be feared. As Seneca wisely stated, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Each conflict is a chance to improve for both of you, and this mindset fosters a relationship based on mutual growth and respect. Modern. Stoicism teaches us that life's challenges, whether with children or others, are opportunities to practice virtue and wisdom. Allowing your child space to reflect, even during emotional turmoil, demonstrates key Stoic principles. It teaches both you and your child that true growth comes from within, that patience is strength, and that self-reflection is the path to self-mastery. By taking a step back and giving time for reflection, you are nurturing not only your child's emotional maturity, but also your own. You've made it halfway through this video, and I want to congratulate you on taking a big step toward becoming the best version of yourself. I kindly ask that you leave a comment, as it greatly helps support my channel. If you're unsure what to comment, just write, "Reflection leads to growth," so I know you've made it this far. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. In summary, when faced with disrespectful behavior from your children, the Stoic approach offers powerful tools to remain calm, composed, and proactive. By controlling your emotions, setting clear boundaries, and leading by example, you pave the way for positive change. Remember, the connection you build outside of conflict and giving space for reflection are just as vital in fostering respect and understanding. With these Stoic principles, you can navigate challenging moments with wisdom and patience. Building a stronger relationship through Stoic principles. Now that we have explored practical steps to handle disrespect, let's delve deeper into how these Stoic principles can not only address behavioral issues, but also strengthen your relationship with your child in the long run. Stick around to discover how embracing patience, resilience, and open communication can transform your parenting journey and create a deeper bond with your child. These Stoic principles will not only help you navigate conflict, but will also pave the way for lasting growth and understanding in your relationship. Number 1. Practice patience in parenting. Parenting, as rewarding as it is, often comes with its fair share of challenges, moments when frustration seems inevitable, especially when your child ignores you or tests your limits. But here's the thing. When faced with these situations, your response can either escalate the tension or create a calm space for growth. This is where the Stoic virtue of patience can truly transform your approach to parenting. The Stoic secrets teach us that patience isn't just about waiting. It's about cultivating the ability to stay composed and present no matter how chaotic the moment may seem. When a child defies you or struggles with following instructions, the natural instinct might be to react with frustration or even anger. However, a Stoic parent recognizes that emotional reactions are fleeting and not worth the cost of long-term peace. Instead of snapping or rushing to correct every mistake, they take a breath, pause, and choose to respond with calmness, understanding that growth is a gradual process. This isn't about accepting bad behavior. It's about responding in a way that prioritizes emotional resilience, both for you and your child. Think of it like this. When you're in a difficult moment with your child, you have a choice. Will you allow your frustration to control you, or will you take a step back, practice patience, and view the situation through a lens of growth? This isn't always easy, but it's incredibly powerful. Imagine the impact on your child when they see you respond to their mistakes with patience, rather than irritation. You're not only teaching them how to deal with their own frustrations, but you're also modeling emotional regulation. In a world that often values quick fixes and instant gratification, the ability to be patient is a rare and invaluable gift, one that pays off in the long term. Take a moment to reflect on how you typically handle moments of defiance or struggle with your child. Do you often react in frustration, or do you practice patience? What would happen if, instead of demanding immediate change, you focused on the bigger picture, the long-term development of your child's character? A powerful modern example of this comes from a mother, Sarah, who had a son known for testing boundaries. Instead of immediately punishing him when he would act out, Sarah took a different approach. She took a deep breath, looked him in the eye, and calmly explained why his behavior wasn't acceptable. Over time, this created a shift in their relationship. Rather than her son fearing punishment, he started to learn self-discipline and emotional awareness. He began to see that mistakes weren't the end, but a part of learning and growing. As a result, their home became a place where both Sarah and her son could grow emotionally together. So, what about you? What could practicing more patience do for your relationship with your child? When you pause, breathe, and take a moment to reflect instead of reacting, you don't just avoid conflict. You're also teaching your child the Stoic secrets of resilience and emotional regulation. Patience, after all, is not about tolerating bad behavior, but understanding that mistakes are part of the process and that growth takes time. By responding with patience, you set the stage for a peaceful home, where emotional growth becomes the foundation for both your and your child's development. How might your own reactions change if you embraced the Stoic principle of patience as your go-to response? Would it create more space for connection and understanding, rather than conflict and frustration? The power to guide your child through life's ups and downs lies not just in what you say, but in how you respond. Through the Stoic secrets of patience, you can help both you and your child become resilient in the face of life's challenges. Number 2, focus on what you can control. When faced with a child's disrespect or disregard, it's easy to react with anger or frustration. However, the principles of modern Stoicism provide an effective and calming alternative, focusing on what we can control. In parenting, this Stoic approach can be a game changer. While we cannot control our children's emotions, actions, or decisions, we can choose how we respond to them. As Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This insight helps parents shift from frustration to a calm and reasoned response, fostering a more peaceful home environment. The power of focusing on what we can control lies in the relief it offers from feelings of helplessness and stress. For instance, when a child refuses to do their homework, a Stoic-inspired parent might offer calm support, encouraging independence or providing space for the child to manage the task. This avoids unnecessary conflict and teaches emotional regulation. When parents choose to remain composed in the face of difficulties, they model emotional balance for their children, showing that it's possible to handle challenges calmly and with clarity. This approach not only reduces impulsive reactions but also helps parents feel empowered, knowing that their response is grounded in wisdom, not emotional reactivity. In addition, accepting that there are aspects of parenting beyond our control is key to reducing unnecessary stress. We cannot dictate a child's mood, choices, or actions, but we can guide them with patience and wisdom. Focusing on what we can control, the way we respond, fosters a more peaceful, less reactive parenting style, ultimately strengthening the bond between parent and child. Modern Stoicism teaches that power does not lie in controlling others, but in mastering oneself. This not only creates peace within the parent, but also teaches the child emotional regulation and resilience, two core Stoic values. By modeling these behaviors, parents offer their children a template for navigating life's emotional challenges with grace and self-control. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control the events in our lives or our children's behavior, we can control how we respond to them. This principle allows parents to let go of the need to control their child's every action, and instead, focus on modeling emotional intelligence and regulation. When things don't go as planned, the Stoic approach is to calmly assess the situation and choose a response rooted in wisdom. As Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By concentrating on controlling our own reactions, we can reduce the emotional toll of trying to manage the uncontrollable. This not only brings peace of mind but also enhances the parent-child relationship, creating space for deeper emotional connection. In today's fast-paced world, where external pressures and distractions shape our reactions, Stoic philosophy offers a grounding force for both parents and children. By teaching children emotional control and self-regulation, parents not only help them cope with immediate challenges, but also prepare them for life's larger hurdles. A Stoic parent doesn't impose their will, but instead responds with calm and measured reactions, showing children that while they cannot control every aspect of life, they do have power over their responses. Stoicism, then, becomes more than just a philosophy. It is a practical tool that cultivates healthier relationships and emotional resilience in both parents and children. By focusing on what you can control, you nurture emotional intelligence in your children while fostering a sense of empowerment for yourself. Parenting, by its nature, can be unpredictable, but when you view challenges as opportunities to practice self-mastery, you create a calmer, more balanced family dynamic. This process enables both parents and children to grow together, learning from each other while navigating life's emotional complexities with wisdom and grace. Modern Stoicism thus offers a profound and practical framework for parents, helping them maintain peace in the face of chaos and demonstrating to their children the importance of mastering their reactions regardless of the circumstances. Through this approach, Stoicism becomes a cornerstone not just for personal growth but for building long-lasting, resilient relationships. Number 3. Accept imperfection. In modern Stoicism, accepting imperfection is key to fostering growth and emotional resilience. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius remind us that life is filled with challenges and imperfections, and our reactions to them define our character. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This perspective teaches us to view obstacles, including mistakes, as opportunities for growth, rather than setbacks. For parents, recognizing that both they and their children are imperfect is essential in creating a nurturing environment. Letting go of unrealistic expectations helps reduce frustration and shifts our focus from perfection to learning. Mistakes become valuable lessons, not sources of shame. This creates a home where errors are seen as natural and necessary for development. When parents accept imperfection, they not only alleviate their own stress but also set a powerful example for their children. In a world that often glorifies perfection, it can be difficult for children to feel comfortable making mistakes. However, when parents model self-compassion and embrace their own flaws, they teach their children to do the same. This aligns with the Stoic belief that true wisdom lies in controlling our reactions and letting go of what we cannot control. Instead of reacting with anger when a child errs, a Stoic parent calmly addresses the situation, offering constructive feedback. Rather than punishment, the focus is on how the child can learn and grow from the mistake. This approach helps children view setbacks as opportunities for improvement and builds resilience. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By modeling this mindset, parents show their children that how they respond to challenges is often more important than the challenges themselves. Embracing imperfection also fosters emotional resilience, an essential skill in today's fast-paced world where perfectionism is often emphasized. The constant pressure to succeed can create anxiety and hinder personal growth. However, by accepting imperfection, we free ourselves from the unrealistic burden of perfection. Stoic parents understand that growth is not linear, but shaped by mistakes and setbacks. When children see their parents navigating imperfections with calm and resilience, they internalize this approach. Children raised in this environment gain confidence in their ability to tackle life's challenges independently. The Stoic view encourages a mindset where mistakes are embraced as necessary for personal evolution, not feared as failures. Modern Stoicism teaches us that the goal is not to shield children from discomfort or failure, but to equip them with the emotional tools to face both. Parents who model acceptance and resilience help their children navigate life with confidence and self-compassion. This is a stark contrast to a culture that stigmatizes failure. Stoicism shows that true success lies in resilience, the ability to recover from adversity. Rather than harshly judging ourselves or our children when things go wrong, we should view setbacks as part of the learning process. Stoic teachings guide us to see these moments as growth opportunities rather than failures. At the heart of accepting imperfection is emotional maturity. In a world where unrealistic expectations are common, Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. It teaches self-compassion and empathy for others. By accepting our imperfections, we allow room for personal growth, and we provide the same opportunity for our children. Stoics believe that life's challenges are not to be avoided but embraced, as they are integral to the human experience. Accepting imperfection allows both parents and children to experience continuous learning, growth, and resilience. Stoic acceptance of imperfection teaches us that life is not about achieving perfection, but about being present and proactive in our growth. By embracing our flaws and setbacks, we create a more peaceful and resilient family dynamic. Modern Stoicism provides a guide for personal development and a practical approach to raising children who can thrive in an imperfect world. By accepting imperfection, we free ourselves from the pressure of unrealistic expectations. We teach our children to face life's challenges with grace, knowing that each mistake is a stepping stone toward greater wisdom. This philosophy fosters emotional strength and resilience, allowing both parents and children to grow into more grounded and capable individuals. As you embark on the journey of accepting imperfection in life and setting an example for your children, share your commitment with our community. Comment, "I will accept imperfection," to show that you are taking the first step toward fostering resilience and growth. Number 4. Teach your child resilience. When your children disrespect or ignore you, it's easy to feel hurt or frustrated. As a parent, you want to be heard, and you want your guidance to matter. But Stoic philosophy teaches us that while we can't control others' actions, we can always control how we respond. The Stoic secrets lie in our ability to choose our reactions, even when others challenge us. Instead of giving in to frustration or anger, we can lead with calm and wisdom. This principle is especially valuable when teaching your children about resilience. Resilience is the ability to face adversity and grow stronger from it, and it's an essential life skill. In a world full of setbacks and challenges, teaching your child to bounce back from failure is one of the greatest gifts you can offer them. Stoicism emphasizes strength and grace in the face of difficulty. As a parent, guiding your child through struggles is not about shielding them from pain, but about helping them learn how to rise from it. For example, when your child fails at school or faces disappointment, instead of focusing on their mistakes or letting them feel defeated, you can help them see the value in persistence, encourage them to reflect on the situation, learn from it, and try again. This approach nurtures a growth mindset, where failure becomes a stepping stone to improvement, not something to avoid. Think of a modern-day story. Consider a child who struggles with a math test and comes home feeling discouraged. As a parent, instead of reacting with frustration or disappointment, you can sit with them, acknowledge their feelings, but also help them see how this challenge is an opportunity to grow. You could say, "It's okay to feel upset, but this is a chance to learn. What do you think we could do differently next time?" This conversation doesn't just address the problem. It teaches your child that they have the power to overcome setbacks through effort and perseverance. This is the essence of Stoic resilience, focusing on what's within your control, not on external circumstances. When you teach your child resilience, you're giving them the emotional tools to handle life's inevitable difficulties. You're empowering them to face future challenges with confidence, knowing that setbacks don't define them. It's how they respond to those setbacks that matters. This lesson isn't just about bouncing back from failure. It's about building the strength to keep going, no matter how hard things may seem. You might wonder, how can I make resilience a part of my child's daily life? It starts with modeling it yourself. When life throws you a curveball, how do you react? Do you get overwhelmed, or do you take a deep breath and move forward? Your actions speak volumes, and your child is always watching. If you can face challenges with patience and grace, they will learn to do the same. The Stoic secrets are all about responding to life's trials with composure, and by practicing this yourself, you're teaching your child more than any lecture ever could. But don't forget, resilience is also about vulnerability. It's about acknowledging that sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay. It's about showing your child that it's not just about getting back up after a fall, but about learning from the experience and using it to grow stronger. And if you make a mistake as a parent, show your child how to own it. Apologize when needed and teach them the value of self-awareness and improvement. By doing so, you're building a foundation of trust and respect. In conclusion, the core lesson here is simple. Resilience is key to overcoming adversity. By teaching your children this vital skill, you're helping them navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. The Stoic approach emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control and responding to life's obstacles with wisdom and persistence. When you lead by example and guide your child with calm and understanding, you empower them to face whatever comes their way, not just with courage but with confidence. And in doing so, you're raising a generation of resilient, emotionally intelligent individuals who know how to face life's difficulties with determination and grace. So the next time your child struggles, don't rush to fix the problem. Guide them through it. Show them the Stoic secrets of resilience and watch them emerge stronger, more confident, and ready to tackle whatever challenges come their way. Number 5. Foster open communication. Dealing with a child who disrespects or ignores you can stir up frustration or anger. But Stoic philosophy teaches that our emotional responses are within our control. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose to remain calm and respond thoughtfully. Modern Stoicism emphasizes emotional control, encouraging us to approach challenging moments with patience and reflection. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In this case, the injustice is the disrespect, and the revenge is responding calmly, teaching emotional resilience to our children. This begins with fostering open communication, ensuring children feel heard and valued, especially when tensions arise. Open communication is a cornerstone of healthy relationships, particularly in the parent-child dynamic. By creating a space where children can freely express their feelings, parents foster understanding and mutual respect. Epictetus taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Listening with empathy strengthens the emotional bond, reduces conflict, and encourages children to open up when they feel understood. Instead of dismissing their emotions, a Stoic parent might ask open-ended questions like, "What made you feel that way?" This approach not only promotes deeper conversation but also teaches valuable communication skills. Fostering open communication also helps prevent small issues from growing into larger conflicts. The Stoic practice of self-reflection can be applied to parenting. Just as we reflect on our own emotional responses, we can guide our children to reflect on their feelings and actions, preventing misunderstandings from escalating. In today's fast-paced world, where stress and distractions are prevalent, providing a space for dialogue is more important than ever. Children, influenced by technology and social media, often experience stress they may not know how to express. Open communication helps them process these emotions and strengthens the trust between parent and child. Moreover, creating an atmosphere of open communication helps parents better understand their children's needs and frustrations. By actively listening, Parents gain insights into their child's emotional state and can respond with greater compassion. For example, understanding that a child's defiance might come from insecurity or feeling misunderstood allows a parent to offer more effective guidance. This understanding fosters patience and prevents knee-jerk reactions that could escalate the situation. By guiding children through emotional challenges, parents not only teach appropriate behavior but also help them develop emotional maturity. Humor, when used appropriately, can play a crucial role in communication. While humor may seem out of place in tense moments, it can help diffuse tension and shift the emotional tone. In Stoicism, humor helps maintain perspective and reminds us not to take ourselves too seriously. As Seneca said, "The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires." In parenting, this wealth is found in moments of lightheartedness, like sharing a laugh, which can turn difficult conversations into opportunities for connection and cooperation. Open communication provides an opportunity to reinforce family values and expectations. In calm moments, parents can discuss respect, responsibility, and kindness in a non-lecturing way. This indirect approach, away from the heat of conflict, is often more effective than lecturing during tense moments. By modeling the values they wish to instill, parents lay a foundation of mutual respect, making future conflicts easier to manage. Practicing open communication helps create a positive, long-term family dynamic that will benefit everyone. In today's world, where distractions and stress are constant, these Stoic principles remain highly relevant. Modern Stoicism encourages us to listen actively, respond thoughtfully, and foster an environment of empathy and respect. These tools strengthen relationships and provide a strong foundation for handling the challenges in parent-child dynamics. By practicing these principles, we build a lasting bond of trust, respect, and love, one that can endure through life's difficulties. Number 6. Encourage self-discipline. In modern Stoicism, self-discipline stands as a fundamental pillar of personal growth, helping individuals maintain control over their actions and emotions. It is not about perfection, but about the consistent effort to improve. For Stoic parents, this value is crucial in teaching children how to navigate life's challenges. When a child disrespects or ignores you, the instinct might be to respond immediately, enforcing compliance or punishment. However, Stoicism encourages a more reflective approach, one that promotes self-discipline both in the parent and child. Rather than micromanaging behavior or imposing constant supervision, Stoic parents set clear expectations and encourage children to take responsibility for their actions. As Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By nurturing self-discipline in your child, you empower them to be accountable, giving them the tools to handle life with confidence, emotional balance, and independence. Self-discipline is more than a system of rules or rewards. It is about fostering an inner strength that allows children to make thoughtful decisions and learn from their mistakes. Parents can support this by helping children manage their time, set realistic goals, and understand the consequences of their actions. In a world filled with distractions and instant gratification, teaching patience, delayed gratification, and personal responsibility is essential. Encouraging self-reflection and thoughtful decision-making lays the groundwork for children to become responsible adults. Seneca's insight, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it," reminds us that how we use our time shapes our future. By teaching children to manage time effectively and take responsibility for their actions, we equip them with the skills to succeed in life. Additionally, parents must model self-discipline. Children learn by example, so it is crucial for parents to embody the values they want to instill. Demonstrating consistency in how you manage your time, stick to commitments, and regulate your emotions teaches children that discipline is not about perfection, but consistent effort and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius encapsulates this idea. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Life's challenges, whether in parenting or daily struggles, are opportunities for growth. When children see their parents face adversity with patience and resolve, they learn that success depends not on external circumstances, but on internal discipline and resilience. Encouraging self-discipline fosters emotional maturity, helping children not only control impulses but also approach life with calm and focus. It builds the inner strength needed to make wise choices, particularly when faced with peer pressure or difficult decisions. Instead of focusing on external rewards or punishments, children learn that true motivation comes from within. Whether it's the satisfaction of achieving a goal, the peace from managing emotions, or the pride in making thoughtful choices. Incorporating self-discipline into modern parenting might seem difficult, especially in a society that prizes instant gratification and neglects patience. However, by adopting Stoic principles, parents give children the gift of emotional intelligence, independence, and self-control. In a world filled with distractions, teaching self-discipline is not only vital today, but a lifelong skill. By setting clear expectations, guiding choices, and modeling self-discipline, parents help foster responsibility and emotional maturity, preparing children to face life's challenges with resilience and confidence. Self-discipline, as taught through modern Stoicism, is not about restriction but liberation. It helps children understand that they are the masters of their actions, emotions, and destinies. By giving children the tools to make thoughtful decisions and encouraging self-reflection, parents prepare them to lead purposeful and responsible lives. The journey of self-discipline may not always be easy, but as both parents and children embrace this practice, it becomes a source of inner strength, growth, and lasting peace. By nurturing self-discipline, parents not only help their children navigate challenges with grace, but also teach them the importance of continuous improvement, a lesson that will serve them throughout their lives. In conclusion, Stoic philosophy provides us with essential tools for navigating moments when our children disrespect or ignore us. By practicing patience, focusing on what we can control, and teaching resilience, we can foster an environment where emotional growth and mutual respect flourish. Parenting is a long-term journey, and applying Stoic principles can help create a balanced and nurturing home where both parents and children grow together. As you apply these ideas in your own life, you'll find that your family can face challenges with greater confidence and wisdom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life. And be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an inspiring video that can help you live a more resilient and peaceful life. See you in the next video.